Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been such a long time since I've posted a video. Haven't posted a video since December of last year, and it's about to be March. Still haven't posted my first YouTube video of the year 2020, and this will be my first one. I actually wanted to start off with a Q&A video. I went on my Instagram and had you guys ask me questions. I feel like even though I've done a lot of vlogs on my channel here in the past, I feel like a lot of you guys still don't know who I am, or or still want to know a little bit more about myself. So I wanted to just dedicate this Q&A video for that and just answer your questions and also answer some questions that I found online to get to know me, I guess, a little bit more. Anyways, get your coffee, get your tea, get your water, get your snacks, whatever you like. Sit down, and yeah, if you guys want to keep on watching, then please keep on watching. And let's get right into the video. Okay, so I have my phone right here. I'm gonna start answering the questions. How did you learn to do makeup, and did it come naturally? I learned how to do makeup through like my friends at the moment during middle school, and also from YouTube. I feel like the moment I started noticing or getting more involved into makeup, that's when I really started YouTubing how to apply eyeshadow, how to do a smoky eye, how to do eyeliner, because I started makeup at I guess a kind of a young age. I started at 6th grade. I remember I saw one of my friends putting on their lip gloss and their eyeliner. I always watched my mom do her makeup, but once I started going to middle school and started getting a little bit older, I saw a lot of my friends around me, apply all this bunch of makeup on their face, and I was just so intrigued because I've always loved the whole aspect of, makeup. You can create yourself into someone different. It also brings out, I feel like, the best in you a lot of the times, because I know when I do a full face of makeup, I feel very confident of myself. And also when I do makeup on others, being able to bring that confidence out in them that they've always had, and sometimes they don't even know it. But yeah, anyways, I'm like rambling now, but I actually started learning on YouTube, and then I started kind of like learning my own tips and tricks, and it just started it got the ball rolling. The question, did it come naturally? From the beginning, it didn't really it didn't really come naturally. I just really had to educate myself and kind of go on YouTube and Google and research stuff. But then after I started learning more, the more I started doing it, the more I started to feel like, okay, this is me. Like, this is all me. This is not the video that I was watching. This is all me now. Where did your interest in makeup start? So my interest in makeup started in middle school. Like I said, I would watch a lot of my friends around me applying makeup. Like, they'll apply eyeliner, mascara, you name it, even concealer. And obviously at that time, that's when I actually started breaking out. I started having like a bunch of hormonal acne, and being able to cover that kind of gave me like a good feeling, knowing that no one can see all of my flaws and stuff. And naturally I have really bad like under eye bags, so yeah, so my journey or my interest in makeup started during that time. So I literally just went on YouTube. I even saw all these YouTubers, like even like I was watching like Jaclyn Hill and all of these people that even till this day I'm like, this is so crazy how I used to watch their videos back then, when YouTube, like the whole beauty community was more so of actually doing tutorials and teaching people how to put makeup, apply makeup. And so that's when my interest started, when I just saw a lot of my friends applying all this makeup. And then I got really interested, and I started stealing my mother's makeup, literally steal. Like, I would just take her makeup from her makeup bag. I started taking like her powders and stuff, and the funny thing is that most of the makeup was from Avon. She would always buy her makeup from Avon. I think, pretty sure till this day, sometimes she does buy certain things from Avon, but I used to take her powders and everything. And then as I got older, when I would go to like Walmart or like a certain drugstore, I would always ask my mom, like, hey, like, can you buy this for me? And it would be like different makeup products. Another question is, do you want kids? Marvin and I, we do want kids. I remember when I was really young, I've always wanted to have kids. It's funny because I started off telling myself that I've always wanted like 4 kids, because I grew up with obviously a big family. We're a family of 4, and then obviously with my cousins and everything, we've always grew up around each other. So I've always loved the idea of having a big family, especially having that family support too is always nice. And so I've always loved the idea of a big family, but obviously since I'm now married and I'm a little bit older, I've trimmed it down to probably 2 or even just 3. Probably won't do 4, but yes, Marvin and I do want to have kids. We're still pretty young, so we're not really planning on having kids, obviously not at this moment. But maybe in the next year or so, we'll probably start planning to have kids. When are you gonna make a mini caro? So yeah, so we are gonna hopefully get in transitioning of having a baby in the next 2 years. We'll see. We just don't know. We're not in a rush because we still have a lot of things that we want to do as a couple, as a married couple, and so there's no rush. I feel like usually when the time comes, and if God wants us to have a baby, then he'll let us have a baby. Like, it all just depends. Like, honestly, I'm one of those people where, like, if it happens, it happens, you know. Just be thankful and everything. So yeah, and then she also said my baby needs a friend, so that was the question. So did you kind of know from the moment you met your hubby that he was the one? Honestly, I did. I've never been a believer of the whole like love at first sight. It kind of sounded a little bit crazy to me because I've always thought, like, how are you gonna meet someone like right then and there and just instantly know that they're the one for you? And of course that did happen to me. When I met Marvin, I had this, it's weird, like it's not, it's a little bit undescribable. I feel like it's different for everyone in a way. And but the moment I did meet Marvin, I felt like I just had this gut feeling, and I just had this feeling in my heart that he was someone that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, which is insane. But when I met him, I just got that feeling like right away, like when we started talking and everything, like it hit me. Like I was like, this is the man that I want to spend the rest of my life with. Even though I wasn't a true believer of that, I've always been a true believer of the whole, like, everything happens for a reason. So that's why I was like, there's a reason why I'm sitting here and meeting this person. So yeah, from the start I knew that this was someone that I wanted to be with. Like, it's just weird because you get this feeling in your heart and then you get this feeling in your stomach that you know it's right. So my favorite movie, I feel like this is a hard one. I love so many movies out there. Actually, now that I think of it, I think one, hands down, I could watch like over and over again is The Boy with the Striped Pajamas. That one gets me every single time, and I love the whole like timeline of it. I love the whole like story about it. Like, that movie, it gets me like every time. So actually that would probably be my favorite movie. What do you do for a living? I am currently obviously working. I have a full-time job at a doctor's office. Obviously it's not something that I would, would want to do with my time, but I have bills to pay. I'm living that senora life, so we got bills to pay. We gotta keep ourselves fed. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I've thought of getting into cosmetology, but I don't like the whole hair, that has to do with that, like the hair side of cosmetology. I'm more obviously focused on, makeup and freelancing. So I hope to actually take a course to improve my skill, and hopefully, if things work out, I can do it for an actual like full-time like job, like something I would love to, like it would be something I would love to do. So I do freelancing on the side. which is fun because, you know, it does push me a little bit more to, you know, follow in what you want to do and follow your dreams. And so that's obviously definitely something on my dream board I'd like to accomplish, is to take a makeup course and learn a little bit more and actually push myself to do what I enjoy doing. And yeah. Do you want to be a famous YouTuber or influencer? I honestly don't really like the word or phrase or whatever, famous or being famous. I've always wanted to be like known for mostly for my work and how I am as a person. It would be nice, you know, to actually be known for what I do, and, you know, and being able to actually, because obviously a lot of YouTubers, like I know there's other YouTubers that do enjoy getting paid for what they do because it's something that they've always loved to do, being able to, you know, apply makeup in front of the screen and actually get paid for it. And I'm not gonna lie, like that sounds amazing. But at the same time, it's like, are you really doing it because you enjoy it, or are you just doing it because, you know, the money is calling? But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I would want to be a famous influencer YouTuber. I just want to be known, you know, for my work. And so it's nice, you know, having to have people come on my page or my YouTube channel and actually watch my videos. No matter what it is, if it has to do with lifestyle or beauty, it's nice getting that good feedback from others. I usually obviously label myself as a beauty enthusiast because I love beauty, and even like lifestyle, anything lifestyle I like as well, I enjoy. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to be considered like a known influencer or YouTuber, but you know, hey, it is what it is. It might come one day, it might not. How did you meet your husband? So I met my husband through a mutual friend of ours, and we kind of, well, our friend of ours exchanged our information. So from that moment on, we started talking to each other, all that stuff, like text, call, whatever you name it. And then we decided to meet at Starbucks. So we met at a Starbucks to get some coffee. And, you know, at that moment, like I said, I knew. I was like, yep, this man is mine. This man's gonna be my husband. I just know it. And yeah, and that's how we met. We met at a Starbucks and it was great. And then the next question is, what's your favorite Starbucks drink? Which is funny because, you know, I was just talking about Starbucks, but honestly, I always get the same thing at Starbucks. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm more of a Dunkin' Donuts kind of person. But you know, with Starbucks, I always get a caramel iced coffee, or if not, I'll get a like nitro brew. I'll probably get like a flavored one, like a vanilla or caramel, whatever I'm feeling that day. When did you last cry? I actually cried literally last night because I was watching a documentary series on Netflix, and it was very emotional. It literally broke my heart. Like now, like honestly, just thinking about me makes me want to cry. But it was honestly, like, I still haven't finished it, and I don't even know if I can finish it because I'll probably cry in every single episode because it's honestly, it's devastating. But yeah, I literally cried last night. So I was born here in Arlington, Virginia. Both of my parents were born in El Salvador. I look a lot like my mom. So she has very fair skin, and then my dad has very like tan, dark skin. And so out of the both, I ended up looking more like my mom. So that's something I feel like a lot of people don't know about me because they always think I've gotten so many things. Like I've gotten like, oh, you look mixed, or this one girl literally asked me, she looked at me like the whole time. I was working, and she came in the office and she was like, are you Lebanese? And I was like, no. And I think during that time I had my hair a little bit darker. It was like dyed black. And usually when I have my hair darker, my eyes come out a little bit more. But she was like, are you Lebanese? And I was like, no. And she was like, well, I am. And I was like, okay, that's good to know, but no. But yeah, I get a lot of different things. I get European, Russian, like it's crazy. The amount of like things that people try to guess what I am. And then when I tell them that I was born here, and then when I tell them that my parents are Salvadorian, they're like, what? Like I would have never expected. But yes, so that's two. Another fact is, I feel like I get this like asked a lot, so this definitely is the fact. My eyes are real. They are not fake whatsoever. Like I said, I have a lot of my mother's features, so I happen to get her eyes, and out of my siblings, I was the only one to come out with colored eyes. So yeah, that's another fact that's very true, is these are my real eyes. These are not contacts. These are all natural, all real, okay? All real. They usually change. Sometimes they'll be green and sometimes they'll be blue. But people always ask me like, are those really your real eyes? And I'm like, yes, they are. And then when they see my mom, they're like, oh, okay, yeah. Fact about me. I'm actually a really shy person. I feel like on social media and the way I portray myself on, like with media, I feel like I portray myself as if I'm not as shy, you know? But I am really shy. I can be very quiet. So it does kind of take a little nudging to kind of get me out of my shell. But obviously, as I've gotten a little bit older, I've learned how to kind of manage that a little bit more and kind of just step out a little bit under my comfort zone, because you know, you can't always be living in life if you're always going to be shy and like intimidated of others, like. And so I'm actually, yeah, like I am actually shy. And it's funny because like I said, like the way what you guys see on social media is on social media, but like in real life I'm a very shy person. But obviously when you get to know me, I'm very nice and sweet. It's funny because people, you know, every girl has their chronic, you know, bitch face. And so when people look at me, they're like, oh my gosh, like this girl looks mean, blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, I promise you that's just my face, but I am nice. I am done answering questions. If you guys want to know a little bit more about me, then definitely leave me more questions down below in the comments, and I can definitely answer them on there, or I can answer them in a separate video. Like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys would like to see in my next video. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye guys.